Please join me in welcoming Mr. Wynton Marsalis.
Thank you all very much. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be here this morning. I promised Weston that I was going to go for at least 45 minutes, but I think I'm going to do an hour. President Wetzel, Provost Meyer, Dean and Director Sprott, Artistic Director McGill, and distinguished teachers, family, guests, and friends, I want to congratulate you all, class of 22. It's been a tough time. You all are going to go on to do so many unimaginable things. Some are going to be in music and some not, but I want you all, as Weston said, I don't want you to ever forget that you are musicians and you will always be. You've invested a lot into learning this most sacred of all arts, and it has also invested a lot in you. It has taught you a lot. Now let's take a moment on the precipice of this transition to higher learning and to exciting new experiences to reconsider the things that music has taught each and every one of you. And each of these lessons can be related to life itself. But because music herself is a symbolic language, I'm going to leave it to you all to accept some of this advice and to complete some of the metaphors. The things I'm going to tell you, some of them you could apply directly to human beings. I want y'all to lighten up because I'm not here to be very serious. These are serious times. We know that. But sometimes in the most serious of times, levity is needed. When you have things to do, I remember I was on a plane that almost crashed in 1986, 85, Eastern Airlines. And the entire cabin was in complete disarray. The plane had dropped from 35,000 feet to below 10,000 in a time that you had no idea an aircraft could do. It did a maneuver you actually did not know a plane could. So everybody in a state of absolute panic, pandemonium, hollering and screaming. The captain got on the microphone. And the first thing he said was, he was a Southerner, he said, "I bet y'all didn't know that a jumbo jet could do what it just did." Boy, we started laughing just like you're doing. We went from terror to at least a glimmer of hope. These are 40 pieces of advice. Silence is the beginning and ending of every piece. I want y'all to respect the complexities of silence. You know how your instrument looks has absolutely nothing to do with how good you make it sound. How good you look has nothing to do with how good you sound. If every day you play with absolute dedication, that becomes the only way you play every day. If you want to be less nervous in public, face each rehearsal as if it is your most important concert. We were talking a little earlier about something. Please remember, being in tune is not staying in tune. Now, when you're playing a concert, things may sound terrible to you, but they may sound fantastic in the room, or they may feel fantastic to you, but sound horrendous in the room. When performing, concentrate on playing with spirit, soul, and absolute feeling. Evaluate things later. Very important point. How you feel about your audience affects how you play. If you don't like me, I don't like you. Love who love you. If you can survive early painful tribulations, playing a very difficult thing in front of people can actually be fun. There was just a major study done, including the all-knowing voice of AI, and they discovered practicing makes things sound better. Now, the better you get, the better you know you need to get better. You can play every note perfectly and still make mediocre music because the very best music is much deeper than the notes. To play deeper, mine your thoughts, intentions, dreams, emotion, fears, and memories. It's all down there. Dynamics and instructions, foreign words on any given piece of music. Always remember, These indications are like the fine print of a contract. The things you don't understand are the things that get you. You know, playing louder and being the loudest is absolutely fun. And a decrescendo is just not fun. It may not even be possible at this point. It's very difficult to decrescendo and not slow down. If you want to hear what other people are playing, play softer. Being on time does not mean that you are in time. But if you have to choose between the two, pick both. Playing music has taught you how to follow and how to lead, how to closely follow graphic instructions, and how to follow conductors who are not. Sometimes you rest. Sometimes you rest for a very long time. And you know, sometimes you don't even have a part to play at all. And things sound just fine without you. I want you all to know that how generously you listen is most often much more important than how you actually play. Never, ever be the only person in your section that can't play a part correctly. That's like being the person who takes the last piece of anything off a table. And I don't want you to ever think that because there are more than 10 of y'all playing the same part, your voice is unheard. Messing up always stands out. And when you really mess up an important part, forget it immediately. We are still playing and we need you. Sometimes being right can be wrong. And sometimes being wrong can be right. But most of the times, being right is right. Soft things must be played with intensity. Loud things must be played with focus and control. If you really want to learn something, teach somebody. As long as you all live, seek to have meaningful students and teachers. Weston said I was his mentor. I call him and get a lot of advice from him. David Krause was just playing, made me tear up. If you know how David's mama would call me when he was a little kid, 13 or 14, for trumpet lessons. I go to the Met and hear all that trumpet he's playing. I can't believe it. His son graduated yesterday. I saw his mother. I want to just hug her. I say, you have no idea what I learned from just the way you wanted me to teach your son all those years ago. Always be in that cycle. Young people need older teachers, and old people need younger teachers. Let me tell y'all one thing I know you know. Louder percussion is never the answer. More trumpet is always appropriate. If you can sing your part, I will guarantee you're going to play it better. If you get lost, don't be too proud. Ask your neighbor. But if you actually learn the music, your neighbor will ask you. C natural is the fifth in F, the minor third in A, the flat 13 in E, the major seventh in D flat, the flat 9 in B. B sharp is also C natural, and so is D double flat. You see? People can be many things and still be themselves. So can you. Every time you play, you're making yourself into the player you want to be. And every day, you are making yourself into you. Even today, and how you receive this ceremony. All you are is what you love and you love to do and love to be. Get off your cell phone. Make sure when this time comes to always play with your kids or just with kids. It's going to bring you together. I can't tell you how far I would drive on the road to play with an elementary school band, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'd be playing by part. Little kid next to me would be saying, hey, you're pretty good. How long have you been playing? 50 years? Are you joking? Every time you play, to the end of your days, you are thanking your parents. And my last piece of advice to you, know when it's time to stop. Thank you very much.